You can earn a good income, never blow your money on anything crazy, and still wake up at 40 with almost nothing saved. It usually isn't one big disaster that does it. It's 7 small, boring habits that feel completely normal. Habits that quietly drain your future without you ever noticing. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through all 7, show you the exact dollars each one is costing you, and hand you the simple fix for each. By the end, you'll know precisely which leaks are draining your paycheck and how to plug them starting this week. Here's why this matters right now. Most money advice tells you to make more, but you can out-earn your paycheck and still stay broke, because wealth was never really about how much comes in. It's about how much you keep and how hard that money works after it arrives. 2 people can earn the exact same salary for 30 years and end up in completely different places. The difference is almost never income. It's habits. So let's expose the 7 that quietly keep ordinary people stuck. Habit number 1, letting your money sit still. Most people keep almost everything in a checking or savings account, earning next to nothing, and it feels safe. But inflation is quietly eating it. At 3% inflation, $10,000 sitting idle loses about a quarter of its buying power over 10 years. That same 10 grand ends up buying closer to $7,400 worth of life. Safe money that never grows isn't safe. It's shrinking in slow motion. The fix: keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in cash for emergencies and put every dollar beyond that to work in low-cost investments. Real quick before we go further, if this is already making you rethink where your money sits, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. It's the one free thing that helps this channel keep breaking money down with no hype. Okay? Habit 2. Habit 2. Borrowing money to buy things that lose value. A car is the classic one. The average new car payment is now over $700 a month on something that loses roughly 40% of its value in the first 5 years. You're paying interest on an asset that's shrinking the entire time you own it. Take that same $700 a month, invest it at 8% instead, and in 30 years it grows to over $1 million. The fix isn't never own a car. It's buy less car than you can afford, keep it far longer, and stop financing your lifestyle. Habit 3. Waiting for the perfect time to start investing. People tell themselves they'll begin when the market calms down, when they earn a little more, when things finally feel safe. But time in the market beats timing the market almost every time. Someone who invests $200 a month starting at 25 ends up with far more than someone who invests twice as much starting at 35, because the early money compounds the longest. Every year you wait is a year of growth you never get back. The fix: start now with whatever amount you can and let time do the heavy lifting. Habit 4. Paying only the minimum on high-interest debt. A credit card at 20% interest, paid at the minimum, can take over a decade to clear and can more than double what you originally borrowed. But here's the flip side most people miss. Paying off a 20% card is a guaranteed 20% return, and it's tax-free. There is no investment on earth that reliably beats that. The fix: attack high-interest debt aggressively before you chase any other return. It's the best guaranteed money you will ever make. Habit 5. Upgrading your whole life every time you get a raise. This one is sneaky because it feels like success. You get a bigger paycheck, so you get a nicer apartment, a newer car, a few more subscriptions. A year later, you're earning more but saving exactly the same. That's lifestyle creep, and it's the reason people making 6 figures can still live paycheck to paycheck. The fix: every time your income goes up, send at least half of the raise straight to investing before you ever feel it in your lifestyle. Bank the raise before it disappears. Habit 6. Leaving free money on the table. If your employer offers a retirement match and you're not taking the full amount, you are literally turning down a raise. A typical match might be 50 cents on the dollar up to 6% of your pay. That's an instant guaranteed 50% return before the market does anything at all. Skip it for an entire career, and you can walk away from 6 figures in free money. The fix: contribute at least enough to capture the entire match. It's the closest thing to free money in all of personal finance. Habit 7. Relying on willpower instead of automation. If saving and investing depend on you feeling disciplined at the end of every single month, it simply won't happen, because there's always something to spend on. The people who quietly build wealth remove themselves from the decision entirely. They automate. The fix. Set up automatic transfers, so a fixed amount moves into savings and investments the very day you get paid, before you can touch it. Pay yourself first, on autopilot, and discipline stops being the bottleneck. Now step back and look at all 7 together. Idle cash, financing things that depreciate, waiting to invest, minimum debt payments, lifestyle creep, skipping the employer match, and leaning on willpower. Notice that not one of these is about earning more. Every single one is about what you do with the money you already have. That's the part almost nobody wants to hear, and it's also the part that changes everything, because it means you don't need a bigger salary to get ahead. You need to plug the leaks. Fix even 3 of these, and you can free up more money in a single month than a year of skipping your morning coffee ever would. If this gave you a clearer picture of where your money is actually going, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up, and grab the free net worth tracker linked in the pinned comment so you can see your real number. Every week, we break down how money actually works, with no hype. This channel is for education only, and it is not financial advice. Now, I want to hear from you. Of these 7 habits, which one is hitting you the hardest right now? Number 1 through number 7. Drop the number in the comments below. I read every single one.